You know, Sonic's just such a great series. You look at all the great times he's given gamers, how long he's stuck around, and just what a batting average. He's got a flawless record of quality. Oh, well, so long as we don't talk about that game. Or 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 that game. Well, it's not like there are that many bad Sonic games to get in the way of enjoying it. Okay, after that, I'll admit that I should probably get rid of the rose-colored lenses of nostalgia. The truth is that Sonic's been a rough franchise for much, much longer than a reliably good one. From good retro games, to initially good games that aged like cheese left in the desert for a week, to elements of good games screaming to get out of crappy overall packages, to unabashed disasters. I honestly don't feel the need to further detail this problem since the internet's been documenting for over a decade now. Hell, I even wrote up several paragraphs about this whole topic, only to realize I could hit my point a lot quicker by just saying, geez, did Sonic Generations turn out fun. It was great to look at, exhilarating to play, and hit a sweet spot I hadn't felt from the series in ages. I liked the game enough to finish the campaign and every side mission in my original copy on the 360, and was still interested enough to get the PC version when it popped up on a Steam sale. Part of this was because of a bump in graphics resolution, frame rate, and overall visual quality compared to what was by 2011 a dated console, making a nice game look even nicer. But the other thing that intrigued me was that this version had spawned a surprisingly active modding scene. Thanks in no small part to a handy app, Sonic GMI, which makes organizing and activating individual mods a breeze. Now, when I hear the phrase PC game mod, my mind tends to go toward huge open world games like Skyrim or GTA, or maybe strict shooters like Counter-Strike. So the idea of applying that term to a platformer is intriguing to say the least. I scoured mod sites, forums, and even YouTube to look for what seemed like the most interesting mods. So let's dive right in. With a lot of mods, Sonic himself can be completely replaced. Some of these are legitimately cool, particularly the Tails and Knuckles mods. I wish that these two were still playable in more modern Sonic games, so the fact that these incorporate custom vocals, animations, HUD graphics, and even gliding support is fantastic. Yep, this is how I break the game.
Oh no!
And for any edgelords out there, don't worry, Shadow has a mod, and I am so glad I picked City Escape to try him, and look at this. Even Amy gets in on the action, and it sure beats running solely from a lumbering robot, though the amount of hedgehog upskirt I get from this angle is pretty upsetting. And then you have mods that just get random. I never knew that Rayman in a Sonic game was something I wanted, but granted, he has been quite the speedster in those newer side-scrollers. And look, you can play as Miku, because somebody demanded it. You know, you'd think with all the backlash 06 got, they'd move away from the more realistic angle, but some people never learn.
It's not over yet.
Oh no. Well, the purple boost meter is a nice touch, I guess, though the voice clips used aren't doing it any favors. And then there... What? Somebody actually... What? Why would... This is amazing! This is legitimately amazing! You know, I'll take this over another Olympic game any day. Super Mario Generations has to be the best character mod I stumbled upon. Not just because of the concept, but because its makers go the extra mile in aesthetic adjustments. The HUD gets a full makeover, Mario retains its classic jump sound, coins replace rings, the 1-ups are green mushrooms, Seaside Hill gets a go-kart, and some of the bosses get their own models, name tags, and Mario music. The NPC characters in the hub are even replaced with Mario characters, including everyone's favorite ninja. I don't know how this could possibly get more faithful. Well, there you go. The real meat for Generations mods, though, has to lie in level mods. A bunch of dedicated fans have taken it upon themselves to recreate levels from past Sonic games, and since I've already said the boost formula is the best way to do 3D Sonic so far, revisiting older environments with these mechanics is pretty novel. Want to play some of the levels from Colors? Go for it. Want to play the first level of Sonic 06? This is normally a question I'd reserve for sadists, but with Generations mechanics, it's actually pretty enjoyable. Wait, what did it say? Oh god! One mod that seems to have been abandoned halfway through, but definitely deserves some props, is Sonic Adventure Generations. As you'd expect, this aims to reimagine Sonic's levels from the first Dreamcast game, and considering how much has to be revamped to fit the Generations playstyle, they do a pretty admirable job, though it's certainly rough around the edges at points. But one very important question remains, the make or break one. Does it have the killer whale? Yes, yes it does. Mod of the year, mod of forever. It's okay that it's not actually really telling things up, it still gets the job to... The mod made the game crash. I had to downgrade my award to just be mod of the decade because of that. Also, while Classic Sonic does get his own full version of the first level, I don't think the others are finished. You just get the existing levels only with a color scheme that makes me think Classic Sonic has dropped acid.
The colors, Duke! The colors!
But if there's any mod out of this whole lot that I'm going to legit recommend, it's gotta be the Unleashed project. Created by a group from the fan site Sonic Retro, this beast of a mod replaces all the levels with the daytime levels from Sonic Unleashed. Now stop and actually think about this. You get all the action, exhilaration, and fun of the best parts of Unleashed, and none of this, or this,
Fresh cucumber, sliced thinly.
and none of this. And that's to say nothing of how much work porting all those extra audio and visual assets from one game to another is, so seriously, kudos to these guys. It's genuinely awesome to be able to basically play Unleashed without all the extraneous padding attached to release, and just with a ton of genuine what? We're just gonna ignore that then? Alright. The people behind these mods have done a great job of breathing additional life and novelty into an already fun game. There's still plenty more mods I didn't even go into, and more still in development. It's really impressive. If these interest you, I highly recommend picking Sonic Generations up on Steam and then installing Sonic GMI to dive in. Now I only hope games like Sonic Forces give modders and players more fun possibilities to work with.
It was just honestly kind of a hot mess.
Fingers still crossed? Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please leave comments, likes, feel free to subscribe for more, share it with friends, and give my podcast Sketch Watch Play a look, where we talk games, cartoons, and much more.